everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I've decided to film my minimalist makeup routine and I hope you enjoy watching. Before we jump into it, I should just make a disclaimer and say my makeup routine, even though I call it minimalist, might be excessive to some people, and that's completely okay. When it comes down to it, it's all personal preference, and this for me is minimal. So I'm starting off by applying a primer, and the one that I'm using here is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I actually used a little bit too much here, so less is more for sure. I don't know what I was thinking, but I kind of went a little too happy with it. And I'm just here just trying to blend everything in, making it look a little more seamless. And then the next thing I do, typically, not often though, is filling in my brows. So I have naturally thick brows, thank the Lord, so I can oftentimes get away with not filling in my brows. But I was trying to grow out my brows at this point, and so I just, they were really bushy and overgrown, and I just kind of needed to fill them in and clean them up a little bit. And anyway, I'm using the Kat Von D Super Brow Longwear Pomade in dark brown, and I'm just applying that to my brows. So the next step in filling in my brows is to clean them up, like I mentioned, with a little bit of concealer. And here I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer in 390. And what I do is I just essentially carve out my brows and follow the shape of my brows, just really making sure to get those, like, you know, scraggly little hairs around my brows, and just making sure that's cleaned up. And then I'm also taking the opportunity to just kind of go around my face and cover up a few blemishes here and there. Underneath my eyes, I have a massive pimple on my forehead, and also around my lips. And then I'm just taking just this brush I've had for the longest time and cleaning up underneath my brows, and also obviously around my face and pretty much anywhere that I have concealer. And I also make sure to clean in between my brows, just because I don't want a unibrow situation. That's not hot. So just a bit of a tea break before we move on to the next thing, which is foundation. And here I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation in 420, and I'm taking a stippling brush and just applying that all over my face and also down to my neck, just to make sure everything matches up, and just, you know, blending it in. It's pretty straightforward, no kind of magic here. I don't have any skills or hacks to share. So I actually decided to highlight my face just to give it a bit more definition, I suppose. And I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 410, and just putting it underneath my eyes, on my chin, above my lip, and a little bit on the bridge of my nose. And of course, just blending it all out, and also just blending on my eyelids as well. And so because I've highlighted, I also need to contour to just kind of balance everything out and give my face a little more definition. And here I'm using the Fenty Beauty Match Stix in Espresso, and I'm just contouring all the usual spots on my cheeks, on my jaw, my nose, and my forehead. And I'm just taking kind of a skinny eyeshadow brush and blending my nose, and then I move in with a bigger kind of like angled brush and blending the rest of my face. So next step for me is to set my face with the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation in Deep 72. And I just kind of pat that all over my skin. And following that, I also like to set my contour, and I do that with the e.l.f. highlighting and contour kind of duo in Turks and Caicos with an angled brush. And I also just kind of make sure to use some of that contouring shade and go over my lids as well, just to kind of set it since I'm not using eyeshadow. And then the next thing I do is I apply mascara, and the mascara that I'm using here is by a brand called Merit. It's their Perfect Black Lengthening Mascara. The cool thing about Merit is that it's really focused on minimalist beauty and, you know, beauty that showcases that less is more, and that's something that I really like about the brand. It's not super out there, it just goes perfectly well with my minimalist ideal. And I also have an affiliate link in the description box if you would be interested in shopping some of the items that they have. And then I'm also going in with their highlighting balm in Bounce, and I'm just applying that with my fingers to the highest points of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, and also on my cupid's bow and my chin. I really like this highlighting balm because it's just so dewy and natural looking, and it just gives you such a nice natural glow, which is what I'm all about and what they're all about. So really, you know, that whole minimalist idea. And then I'm just kind of finishing off with their tinted lip oil, again, also from Merit, and it's in the shade Sangria. So it's kind of like a deep burgundy, but then when you apply it, it just kind of blends in naturally to your lips, and I'm really into that natural look. So this is the final look. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Thank you for staying tuned. I really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, make sure to check out Merit and shop through the link in my description box. It's just a commission link, and I get a little bit of commission if you do decide to shop with that link. That's pretty much everything I have to share for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time in another video. Bye!